at the five head, bro. I got.
See, here's the thing. You'll show yours. Do you know how many times? Like, I wear a hat, even though he gets on my nerve from time to time.
Listen, hey, the feelings mutual, brother.
He absolutely.
You clearly did not watch the entire show.
I did.
So just a great moment?
He had a good moment. We will not see another One Piece, I don't think, in our lifetime.
Grisha Yeager. Is he a good dad? Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode, but the first episode of season 4, the season 4 premiere of Life Lane Podcast, man, where you're going to be entertained, find some escape and relief, and where we talk about the impact the anime has on our lives. We are your hosts, Family Man Joe.
And Mr. Music Major. How y'all doing?
P, what's good, brother?
What's goody, man? It's been a long time coming.
Way too long. We've been doing lives and stuff, but real quick, something new that we want to do. And I did shout this person out when I did it on the live stream before, but I want to shout this person out again because in general, they're an inspiration to creativity and how we try to move and do things and get better and progress. But also just this man is a believer that I respect, and he puts his faith out in front. And I felt somewhat convicted about it. I know me and Pete talked about it, but we want to start praying before every episode. So we want to bring you guys into that, whether you're a believer in Jesus Christ or not. Feel free to stay, feel free to skip ahead, whatever it is, whatever you need to do. But we just want to start. We will be starting every episode and live stream from this moment forward with the prayer. So I'll pray this time. Me and Pete will kind of go back and forth with this. But Father God, thank you for this day. Lord, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for this medium, this outlet for me and P1 to just talk and to converse and be brothers. Because we used to talk a lot more and life then got hectic. So thank you for this outlet for us to come together and talk and to spend some time with one another, Lord. Thank you for this platform and this stage to connect and communicate with our fellow creators, those out in the community, the anime community, Lord. Let this podcast be a light to those out there. Let it be a reprieve. Let it be a moment of relaxation, just taking a break, Lord, and coming together, a place to unite, and offer something outside of what the rest of the world has to offer, Lord. But just a place of peace and comfort, Lord, filled with your peace and your comfort that you give us. Thank you for your grace, your loving mercy that you show us every single day that we do not deserve, but need every single day. Thank you for your ultimate gift of your Son, Jesus Christ, the gift that we definitely do not deserve, but so much so need. We thank you and praise you, Lord. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah. All right, P, we back, brother.
We are back, man. Listen, it's again, like I said, it's been a long time coming. Also, being that this is going to be pre-recorded, let me tell you how many times we have put off the first episode to record,
and we almost put it off today.
Yeah. Bless Joe's heart. He got some sickens among him.
Wifey, so my son, today is a Wednesday. Okay, my son got sick on Sunday morning on the way to church. Threw up, and it was like little. It was like a little bit. It was like, okay.
Y'all from the church out there? I'm sorry.
We're moving around. We're moving around. We don't. By the way, for those of you that don't, for those. Keeping that in there too. For those of y'all that don't know, me and my family have moved. We are no longer in Denver, Colorado. We are now in the middle of nowhere, Missouri. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So if you somehow find me, kudos to you. I have no clue how, but no, we stay protected over here too. So nonsense weirdos. But anyway, none of that. Neither here nor there. We done moved, so we're church hopping a little bit. Family out here does have a church that they go to regularly, so we've been there. Checked out a couple of different churches so far, like 2 other churches. We got some more to check out. So just trying to find a new church home, man. This is always one of my least favorite things about moving to a different spot is trying to find a new place to get grounded, to get fed and connect.
Feel that.
But yeah, we've found one we kind of like. We've only been once, and then the lead pastor actually wasn't the one that preached, so kind of go back and see what he's got to offer as well, and just get a better vibe. But Sunday, back to it. Sunday, my boy woke up, threw up a little bit, just a little bit. It wasn't much. It was like, okay, maybe just, it was after he had some milk and some food, so maybe just had too much, whatever. We get in the car, driving. This boy explodes in his car seat as far as throwing up, like everywhere. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like, we're 5 minutes from where the church is at. So, like, all right, we're going to clean him up, see what happens. We'll keep him with us in service instead of putting him with the other kids just to make sure he's good to go, whatever. It's good the rest of the day, cool. Super Bowl. It was Super Bowl Sunday. We were supposed to have a Super Bowl party here at my in-laws' house. I'm like, I'm going to stay home with the boy just in case he's still, not feeling it. Lo and behold, this boy throw up again, like explosive throw up on his sister. It's like, all right, something's going on. So just thinking it's a stomach bug. He was cool the next day. Then my wife gets sick on Tuesday. She threw up a bunch on Tuesday. I'm like, what's going on? Now today, in the middle of the night, 2 of my kiddos threw up, bro. I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm fine. I don't think I'm into throwing up or anything like that, but I definitely feel a little icky in the belly. But bro, it's been a week. It's been not even a week, a couple of days. My wife left, so I'm dealing with this now. My wife left me Monday night. No. Yeah, Monday night. Left me Monday night.
Was it Monday?
It was Monday night because last night was my first night by myself.
So not only that, but that we also recorded yesterday.
And we went live. My days are all jacked up.
Yeah, I'm thinking like it's Wednesday, but
yeah, I mean today is Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? No, today's Tuesday. I thought
today's Wednesday.
Recording today.
Today is Wednesday.
Let me tell y'all, bro. So life has been lifing. I got a new job. Woo, if you want to call it woo. Woo.
There's some woo aspects.
There's woo aspects
and some non-woo aspects.
Absolutely,
for sure.
But working from home. But the manager and my manager, we used to work together. Like we used to be like colleagues, like on the same team. But she ended up getting a manager position, and so now I am under her. And so yeah.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just curious if I knew, but was this one of the ladies?
No, oh hell no. We're like this is we're off this job like that.
Okay.
That we're done with.
Okay, so you used to work with her previously.
Before you moved to the old
job.
Yeah, my old job. Yeah. Old job.
Yeah.
And so we had this meeting, and the first meeting that I ever had with her and the team, of course, she like boosted me up because I'm pretty decent at this job, like really, really good. And so she boosted me up, and she was
really,
like,
really good. Yeah.
And she boosted me up, and she was like, "Yeah, man, when I tell you, like, he's gonna be raking in money, he's gonna be buying, he's gonna be like working these claims, like y'all just wait." I am the new kid on the block, like don't hype me up to that. So
you can't do that. You the new kid in class. We talking anime. You the new kid in class, and everybody hype me up. Now we got eyes peeking at you, like, oh, this him. Okay,
this new kid on
we
block.
gonna put him in his place. Yeah.
So we end up having to report out today. Like I have like a couple of work queues. And by the way, this is only week 3. Like I should not be working like this, but I when it comes to like
number
jobs,
one,
I am
number one.
No,
top of the class.
It's not even like number one, but we have to report out, and I ended up finding like a big trend that ended up saving us a few $100,000.
There you go. You pocket some of that? What's up?
I mean, I wish, but it's to the point to where like I feel like eyes are like in the back of my head of like oh this
yeah this guy.
And so between that, like workload has been like workloading, life has also been lifing tremendously. But with all that being said, like we're here,
brother.
We're here, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this season. I'm excited for this season. I don't know what God is going to do, what He is intending to do in this season. We have like a lot of things that we want to do. A lot of like I don't want to say mix ups, but like definitely want to like promote our faith to the forefront. It's still anime podcast for sure. But I don't know what God is doing in this season of the podcast, but I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. It's gonna be a good time. We still talking anime. I'm still talking my junk. I'm still have all of the hottest hot takes.
The nonsense that you got.
Probably gonna hear that today. I'm excited.
P for sure. Yeah, this is the goal this year is to go to 2 cons. The goal on the docket right now is MomoCon still. Shout out to MomoCon in Atlanta. We love Momo. We love the folks out there. We gotta apply for a panel again, P. We gotta do that again. We gotta apply for a panel again. You gon' it's P. You
I'm
done
fine now.
first and foremost, bro. I want to say you better be fine because how many panels you done been on compared to my one?
3.
Huh?
3.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's 3 times as many as I've been
3.
on. Just 3.
Just 3.
Okay. Anyway, no, it's been more than 3. Terrell.
Nope. Freestyle. Rob. Us.
I thought there was another one.
Nope.
All right. I think there's another one. There's another one somewhere. I just gotta remember.
Not at all.
I just gotta remember. But trying to go to Momo and then trying to go to Expo, bro.
Expo. I'm excited.
Trying to go to Expo. I'm excited for Expo.
First time in LA. Yeah,
first time. You never been to LA? Period.
Never.
Oh.
Furthest I've ever been out is Denver. No, scratch. Idaho.
What was in Idaho?
My wife is from Idaho.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Hey. I was about to say, I feel special. I made Pete go the furthest distance.
Yeah, no.
Get him out of Charlotte, man. Get him out of there.
But I went to. Well, I've been around for sure. I haven't been overseas.
Gotta get you to Mexico, bro. Just a solid trip to Mexico. You be straight. Good time. Stay at the resort.
My first big trip. We did go to Jamaica, but Jamaica's Jamaica.
Oh, I mean that counts.
Jamaica's Jamaica, but
did you go overseas? Yes, you went over some seas.
I don't count Jamaica's like overseas,
bro. Okay, well then Mexico literally ain't overseas.
Well, I'm trying to go to Japan.
Hey, if y'all love us, go ahead support so we can the podcast can take us to Japan.
Dog, we will. I will get a man unit.
Real quick. Side note, and we're gonna get going. I promise y'all. 3 things the podcast needs some financial support with. Number 1, I need a new computer, new laptop. I need a computer, really. That would be great. Make a lot of things move a lot more efficiently rather than on this MacBook. Number 2, a trip to Japan. Okay, love to go to Japan, and it don't cost that much to go to Japan. You know what I'm saying? But we need the funds and then the wifeys and the childrens to be okay with that. That more pray on that side of the kids and the family. And the third thing that we discovered P wants to do that he talked about in the live stream here was getting a man unit, a nice little headpiece.
Your boy's going bald. It is what it is. Your boy's going bald, and I'm honestly, like, low key, high key, joking, not joking, having a little bit of a rough time with this. Not gonna lie to you.
You're gonna be all right. You got a rough time. Look, bro. Look at the 5 head, bro. I got.
See, here's the thing. You'll show yours. Do you know how many times? Like, I wear a hat. Like, it's not. I wear a hat for a Gone cosplay. Like, it's not. Nope. Not gonna happen.
My Lord.
Oh yeah, by the way, I was real quick, I was researching on not researching, but like posting on Facebook. You know Ninja Kamui is coming out with a season 2 and 3.
I knew season 2, bro. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
They also have season 3.
Mel sent me that, and I was like, who in their right mind?
It might be better.
Decided. Terrell.
It might be better.
Terrell. What they need to do.
It might not go CGI heavy.
What they need to do.
Because the story is still solid.
What they need to do is everything they did is go ahead and get at the T-bait, bro. All the funds, go ahead and get at the T-bait, bro. Make that better for your boy. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, T-bait is gonna be T-bait, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, we here, bro. We here. Yeah. P, you got some news for us, brother?
No, I don't have news. That was it.
No?
You found you said you heard about the Ninja Kamui, so yeah.
That
was my news. Like Ninja Kamui. Got it. So with that being said, moving right along.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Okay, moving right along. You guys, we are everywhere. We would absolutely love if you guys followed us on all of our socials. We are on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Spotify. We're on Discord. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts. Did I say Discord? We're not on Apple Podcasts.
No, we are.
Oh, I should have.
We are. I thought you was gonna start naming more. I'm like,
no. Yeah, I know what we're on. We have Discord. Discord After Dark. It's a thing. I'm actually thinking about writing a little jingle. Getting recorded. We might have to write a jingle. But we have Discord. Also, Twitch is a big thing for us as well. Twitch has been popping. We just got affiliate, which has been absolutely amazing. We went live for the first time. What was that? I'll just quote it. It's February the 10th is when we went live strictly just for Twitch. And when I tell you it was a good time
Good
over
old
that
time, bro.
way, it
Good
was a
old
really
time.
good time.
Y'all showed
Sporadic
out for
live, but it was
yeah.
fun.
Y'all showed out. We had the nephew Blaze rated us. Appreciate you, Blaze. You know what I'm saying? At the time of this, we got like 91 followers.
92.
92 now.
92 now,
92. I'm tripping. My bad. 92. Okay. Then we hit a level 4 hype train. I
which
was
is
I was.
wild.
It was
We got
weird.
a level 4 hype train going. You got to see, it's Tracy. It's the Tracy. It's the Tracy.
You gotta get up and start dancing, P. You gotta get up and start dancing. Yeah.
Bruh, if I had more room, which
That's the thing. I ain't got no room.
I ain't got no room in the back. Like that's it.
I mean, we can make room, but they ain't got no room.
I got two pianos in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a little claustrophobic in there with your pianos and your music equipment, but yes, man, please go support us on all those, especially Twitch and TikTok and Discord. Those like if you had to pick four, if you probably hear on YouTube, but you might not be. You might be listening on Spotify or wherever you listen to. But if you had to pick three, I really want to say four. If you had to pick four, YouTube.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw Twitch second.
Okay.
Okay. TikTok third. See, I don't like putting Discord at fourth, but Discord fourth. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
what I'm. That's what
Honorable
I'm gonna do.
mention, and we just started, bro. We just gained a follower today. But when I tell you, Facebook is hard.
Oh, Facebook?
It's hard over that way. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see
Didn't
how
see
it
the
goes.
homies talking about Facebook and blowing up. Shout out to them, man. Happy
Yeah,
for y'all on
they
Facebook that's
killing.
blowing up.
Which only had it for 3 weeks, so
Yeah, I forgot who it was that just hit 100K on Facebook too. I was like, dang.
that we know.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who it was.
I know Jared over there killing.
Jared over there
Rob
killing.
over there
Shout out to
killing.
Anime Sunday. Yeah, Top killing.
Top killing.
The homies is killing.
Tracy.
Obviously. The homies is always doing their thing, killing, bro. For sure. Nike over there killing. I know. I think Blaze is over there too.
Blazers over there. I didn't know Nike was over there. I gotta follow him.
I think Nike's. I'm pretty sure Nike's over there too. But now I'm just talking. Shout out to all the boys, the homies. We love them.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, y'all. So listen, we still doing anime impacts. Okay, we still do what we're reading. We're still gonna hop on the creator spotlight, and then we're gonna get to our main topic, which, as you saw clearly, if you are here, is we're reading off our Discord's anime hot takes, and they got some hot takes.
Some of these are lukewarm, but some of these are like way.
Oh, there's some hot ones.
I'm curious to see what you think is hot.
There's some. If you would say it is hot, and there's some things you would say in here. So my anime impact for the day, and it shouts outs to y'all, okay? Because a lot of y'all, I'm hearing a lot of it, and I don't think anyone said this in the hot takes. Maybe they did, but a lot of y'all are loving up My Hero, okay? Obviously, the last season just is finishing up. Did it finish?
It did.
The last season just finished.
It's done.
It's
The
done.
anime is
Last
done.
season, just the anime is done. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had some issues with how the ending happened, and you know what I'm saying? Deku at McDonald's. I should have said spoiler alert for that. Sorry. But he ain't really at McDonald's, so I ain't really say too much. But that you guys made me think about the entirety of My Hero and the entirety of Deku's story, and how Deku was not the chosen one, right? Deku was not supposed to be the chosen one, and when he was chosen, it wasn't his strength that caused him to be chosen, right? It was really his heart, right? And there's a lot of us out there that are like Deku's, right? That feel lost sometimes, feel like they don't have a purpose, right? Striving to pursue something and being rejected like constantly, right? We have this dream, we have this goal that we want to do, but like doors aren't opening. People are like, yeah, no, you can't do that, whatever it is. Or we're just not born with the gifts and talents that correlate to those passions. But a lot of us, and honestly, I don't want to put myself in it too much because a lot of the things that I've gotten to do have been things that I've, God willing, have been blessed with certain gifts to do that physically. I played football for however long. Like I was blessed to do that. This creative side of things, though, there's an eye for it and a knack for it that I don't think I have naturally that I've had to cultivate and develop. But that being said, like, despite not having the gifts or the talents for the passion that you have, it's not all that you need. Like we have to think about the heart that comes with it, right? Because a lot of us, have a heart or a drive that carries us a lot further in what it is that we want to do than those that have the talents and the gifts for it. There's a lot of us who work our butt off or are so passionate about something and care so deeply about something that as long as you continue to push, will carry you even further. And I know we talked about before with the prayers and much stuff, but I really want to tie this back to the Bible. And it makes me think of David, right? David and Goliath. But more so David beforehand, before the Goliath situation, David was a shepherd boy. He was the youngest, probably the smallest, and probably the weakest. Now, that boy was strong. I'm not saying he's weak, because that boy was out there fighting off the bears and animals that are trying to take his sheep. But, like, probably one of the weakest of his brothers. I think he was the youngest of 8 or 7, I believe. But he was hardly seen or acknowledged for his work by his family, right? He was always out there in the field. He was hardly at home. He was always out the field taking care of the sheep, making sure everything was good. It was to the point that he wasn't acknowledged so much, to the point where when Samuel, who was the prophet at the time, was coming to anoint the next king after Saul, came to their home because God told him to go there, like, his father Jesse was like, yeah, this is all my sons. Like, he didn't even say anything about David until Samuel was like, is there another, right? So everyone had dismissed him and pushed him off, right? But it's funny, the correlation I see this, because just as All Might chose Deku because of his heart and his character, right? God also had a calling on David's life, right? It wasn't because of his strength. It wasn't because of what everyone knew him to be, and he was this flashy. He wasn't, was it Mirio, right? He wasn't the Mirio who had all. Now, mind you, Mirio still had to work, right? But Mirio's at the point in his journey where we see the fruits of his labor. We see what he's like, and he that guy, right? He should be the one that gets handed down the one for all, one for all. But again, it wasn't because he was the strongest or because the most talented, but because of his heart for the Lord. And I want to read actually a scripture real quick. It comes from 1 Samuel 16, verse 7. It says, "But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or at the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For God sees not as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." And this is when, Samuel's looking at the brothers like, oh, this got to be the guy. The Lord's like, nah, it's not him. Like, it's somebody else, right? And so we see Deku's heart when he stands up against the villain that's attacking Bakugo, right? And he charges in, throws his backpack in there like, I ain't got no power. I'm one of the weakest dudes out here, but I'm going to fight, right? And that's what All Might sees and draws him to him, right? The same way David's heart, when he stands up to fight Goliath, right? We see David's true characters like, y'all all got the armor on. Y'all are all grown adults out here in the army, supposed to be fighting these fools, and y'all letting him talk like that. Like, I got nothing. I'm going to stand up to this fool because he's now, talking ish on our Lord. So, and I bring that all back to say, you may not feel that you have a place or a purpose because you see all these people who are gifted and talented in what they're doing, but that doesn't mean you don't have a purpose. That doesn't mean you don't have something that you chase after. That doesn't mean you don't have something that God has for you in your life that's going to set you apart, that's going to be great or going to affect someone's life. It may not be the most grandiose thing. You may not be getting a Grammy for what you do, but if you just change someone's life, one person's life at a time, bro, that's a calling enough on its own. So, be like David, be like Deku. There you go. That's my anime impact. don't do this, because I'm gonna do the same for you now. Now I'm gonna do the same.
Mine finna be hecka short, but that was great, man. I love the tie-in. Again, it just always brings me back to one of my favorite scriptures, which it correlates, but also like kind of not, but kind of. Your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. Like I admire that scripture so much, because sometimes, like, do we feel like we're as gifted, or that we want other people's gifts, or other people's gifts are better than what we are? But the Bible says your gift, not his gift, not her gift, your gift will make room for you. So you don't have to necessarily want everybody else's gift. Like Joe said, like, you have a purpose, you have a passion, you have a gift. Everybody has a gift. Everybody doesn't have a gift to play football or to play piano or to do any of those things. But I promise you, you have a gift, and that gift will make room for you. Just take heed to that. That's preaching to myself, because God knows. God knows. But that's
Lord knows.
That's good. My lesson, and I've done this one before, but it's still very prevalent to me. I don't think I've ever attached a scripture to it. I wrote a couple of things down because I didn't know, like, I cannot go off the top of the dome like Joe. Can't
No,
do
I
it.
was no, I was reading. I had
Oh,
notes. I was going off of details, but I had a little bullet point. So
so this comes from Hunter x Hunter. Woo, yay, Hunter x Hunter. Wow. Oh my God, that's crazy, right? P's doing a Hunter x Hunter anime impact. Oh my God, woo.
is it this guy? Tell me it's this guy.
It's
If it's
not.
this,
I do have one for him though. I have one for him. I have one for him.
shout out to the
That'll be
homie.
next week. I have one for him though.
Hey, come on, come on,
Do
come
I
on.
even? I don't think I have one. No, I don't. No, I don't. Um, but we're going to talk about Killua.
Oh, okay, this guy, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, probably the goat of that series, if we're being completely honest.
No, it's Jing, the father, the absentee father.
Oh, God bless the worst father.
Nothing happens in the show if it's not for him.
He's the worst
The
father.
show does
He
not
was
exist if
actually
it.
one of the worst fathers in anime history.
The show literally does not exist if Jing's not an absentee father. So, shout out
But
to
I will
Jing.
say, oh God. So Killua's lesson. Killua was a very talented guy, an elite trainer, and he had assassin's instinct. But he had one thing that was continuously blocking his path. He had a needle in his head that was put there by his brother, that was limiting him from his full potential. And just like him, some of us also have spiritual needles that are implanted in us, whether that is fear, whether that's doubt, whether that's past trauma, whether that's people's voices. We all have those little needles in our head. It reminds me again of a Bible verse, 2 Timothy 1:7. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. It wasn't until Killua removed his needle that he could finally realize his full potential. So I say to you, until you remove that fear, you'll never be able to fully walk into your calling. And I guarantee you, I know it's hard, I know it's difficult, I know it's scary, but I promise you, remove that needle. Once you remove that needle, the world it'll open up for you. That's mine. That's
Yeah,
it in a
bro.
nutshell.
Listen. And
That's quick, boom, boom, boom.
To add on to that, really, because I've been there more than once, but I'll use a biggest one, right? Because people that do know, and if you don't know, I played in the NFL for 7 years, coached for a year, and now I don't know what I'm doing, figuring that out. But so people may see me and look like, oh, Joe's got it all figured out. Joe's like doing this, doing that, and the third. He's got a happy wife and 4 kids. They happy now. We done been through some hard times for sure, but my needle. Okay, I had a needle moment that I had to remove. I almost didn't play football in the NFL. I didn't, and it was because my wife was pregnant with our first child. I was shook. Did a whole bunch of dumbish. Let the fear take over me. Let the horrible thoughts get in my head, and just like I'd start doing dumb stuff, which made my fear of my negligence even worse. I'm like, who am I to be a dad? Who am I to be in this position to raise this child? I can't provide for this kid right now. I ain't got no job. I'm still in school. Now I got to go find a job and make sure my wife and my child are good. Who gave me that responsibility? You know what I'm saying? And now, mind you, I took that responsibility on myself because I did what I was supposed with, what caused babies to be born. But shout out to my goons, right? Because I think a lot of too with Killua, his goon was part of the reason why he's like, I have to get rid of this. Like I have to keep going. Like Killua's why, right? Shout out to my whys, which was my wife, my child, and my mother, bro. Because when I tell you, if it was not for them, your boy wouldn't have played in the NFL. I'd have been sitting in a desk job doing some 9 to 5, which is great, which is not bad, but I wouldn't have chased and pursued my dream that I had and released some potential that I had, that God had given me the gifts and abilities to utilize, right? I was going to sit at a desk job. They're like, no, you're not. You're going to try this. And if it don't work, then it don't work. But don't let the fear of what's going to happen or not happen stop you from pursuing it. Don't let the fear of you not providing for your family stop. Because if you do succeed, you're going to be in a better position to provide than you would if you didn't. If you sit here anyway, right? So,
Yeah, no, I love these anime impacts.
yeah.
I am on the opposite spectrum of that. I have so many things that I want to do in my head. Like, guarantee you, I sometimes, like, full transparency, sometimes I cry myself to sleep at night because I feel like I have so much in my head, but I am so fearful of it not working out that I'd rather just not do it at all. But like these anime impacts like really help uplift me to be like, hey yo, like no, for real, God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. I think this like the context also is very important. I think this was when Paul was trying to encourage, I think it was Timothy. Timothy was just like a new timid shy preacher, and Paul was trying to encourage him. So like for me, like I'm glad that I have like people that will push me and that will encourage me and say, hey yo, no, like try it out. Like even my boy over here, like he's even though he gets on my nerve from time to time,
Listen, hey, the feeling's
he
mutual, brother.
absolutely he absolutely like in all honesty like tries to push me to be my best. My wife as well. So
Can I?
yeah, I really love these
Never
anime
mind.
impacts, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Like,
What was
that's
I
what we're
gonna say?
talking about.
What was I
Y'all were
gonna
talking about
say?
solo streaming. Yeah, that ain't happen. Yeah,
The fact that you can read my mind and knew exactly what I was going to say.
but yeah,
Don't you know what I'm saying, Pete? Live it out. Take out that needle, brother. Go ahead, solo
I got
stream,
other
brother.
news I got to take out first.
All right, well, let's
That's
get
the
them
least
out
of
of there.
that's the least of these. That's
Let's get
another
them out
Bible
of
verse,
there.
but that's the least of
Well, yeah,
these.
but Jude, yeah. That's Matthew chapter 25 verses 30 through 40,
Through
30 through
40,
40,
through 40 is 40.
through 40.
Okay, yeah.
It is verse 39, I believe, 39 or 40, one of the two. It's one of my memory verses, one of my favorite Bible verses of all time.
Okay.
All right, so our next segment is what I'm reading, and I'm honestly revisiting a old series that I loved that I stopped reading because it was not on hiatus, but the season ended and then it came back, and I actually just finished not too long ago. So I started back from the beginning, rereading through it, and I have like 10 chapters left, which is it's been a good ride, and I remember why I enjoyed this story. But imagine sitting around with your friends thinking that you just defeated the greatest threat to humanity, only for it to literally, and I mean literally, blow up in your face. After going out with a bang, Deja finds himself 13 years in the past, back at school. While reattending Hebron Magic Academy, he sets out to strengthen not only himself, but his friends, former comrades, and the entire empire to prepare for this 10-year war with the Shadow Labyrinth. Even though he has all the knowledge of the past, things start to drastically change. Unknown enemies appear that didn't appear before. Unsuspecting betrayals occur that he could not have foreseen, and that I did not foresee, to be quite honest with you. And there are friends that were there that are now lost. This story tackles not only survivor's guilt, trauma-inducing self-reliance, class divide, and systematic inequality. You can read A Returner's Magic Should Be Special physically through Yen Press, digitally on Tappy Tunes, or watch the first season of the anime on Crunchyroll.
Creator spotlight. Listen, I ran into this guy, not like literally like ran into this guy, but
Like me running into Blaze.
yeah, not insert tackle here. Found him on TikTok. Like, not only can this dude play the piano extremely well, and I mean extremely well, but this dude has the voice of a freaking angel. And he can also like he also layers his
Yes.
voices like his voice really well to where like now not only is he playing, not only is he singing, but he's creating harmonies on top of like his lead vocals, and he's doing anime covers to like hit to these harmony notes, and while he's playing piano. He did one that I thought was absolutely amazing, an amazing cover. We actually listened to this well, February the 10th, but it was Colors. He did Colors
Oh,
by
okay,
Flow.
okay.
And when I tell you, I mean just the most magical, uplifting thing I've heard in quite some time, but it is none other than Ernie.99. When I tell you this
Okay.
is a talented brother, dude can sing and can play like none other. Met him on TikTok. We've DM'd a couple times. I pray and hope that we can do something together.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah. I need like a back and forth, a little call
he
in
is a
action.
talent. Man, listen, if I could literally get him to send me over his vocals so I can just play over top of them, I'd be the happiest camper. But yeah, Ernie.99. If you have not heard of him,
I
go
had
follow
so
him.
that's what's up.
You will not be disappointed. He is a good brother, but he is a talented brother,
That's
one
what's
hundred
up.
percent.
That's what's up. Sweet. Hey, give me 1 second.
Yep,
My
yep.
bad.
You guys, so Joe is going to probably get this later. Let me tell y'all, it's just me and Joe recording, and I am so freaking nervous. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear, but like when I was doing the anime impact, y'all might be able to hear, but my voice was shaky than a mug. Don't know why. Don't know why. But anyway, we here. It's a good time. But when I tell you I was nervous.
Our Discord is full of a lot of unique individuals.
Oh, they
Right?
are unique.
We got some unique. Shout out to our mods, by the way, in the Discord. We got Shay, of course, our official third. We can't even not an unofficial official, but literally our official third member of the podcast. Shay, we love you. Can't wait to see you again soon. But we got Shay, we got Aaron, we got Nina, we got Chris, we got Joel.
Kneecaps.
I don't know how we
Kneecaps. I
let
don't even know how
Joel.
we.
And I
Because
gotta protect Joel
he's
because
still
Joel.
just as disrespectful as he wants to be.
Yeah, but less so to me now, more towards you. So now he done warmed my heart a little bit. He done softened my heart. My heart was no longer hardened.
Well, when
You know what I'm
he
saying?
comes over from, I think he's in Sweden. If I ever meet him, chopping off them kneecaps.
Sorry, Joel, don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah, Joe's get chopped off too.
Shout out to our moms, but we got some interesting folks there, and a lot of them got some interesting things to say when it comes to anime, cartoons, whatever. So we gonna get into these hot takes that they gave us. Again, like Pete said, some of them just not super
Some of 'em
hot,
lukewarm.
but there's some hot ones in my opinion in here. So I got some One Piece ones, some Sanji Zoro nonsense being said in here that I'm like, what are we talking about? Because Sanji trash, but notice no Sanji up there. You see, hold on, I wish I could show you. There's a little Zoro corner over here, and I turned my stand, but then I don't want to do all that. But there's a little Zoro corner right here. If I zoom out, probably just me. You see a little Zoro corner right here. You know what I'm saying? So
we need Zoro.
that's the problem. See, it's a problem.
Zoro's
get you
just
right.
not my favorite. He's
I'll
not
get
my
you
favorite,
right.
man.
I'll get you right. I'll get you right. I mean, as long as you ain't got. Oh, you got. Do you have a
need
Sanji? You still have that Sanji one I gave you?
I do.
I might have to send you some more because I got a whole bunch I'm
Yeah,
trying to get rid of.
I don't need a Zoro though. I mean, Zoro's cool. He's like middle of the pack for me though. I'm
That's
like
fine.
he's cool.
That's fine. I'll take it. As long as there's no slander, we good. We
I
good,
would
G.
never put him like in the bottom three.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not gonna do that. It's not that other podcast that we love very much. All right, but our first hot take. Shout out to Joel again, our mod Joel out there in Sweden. But his first take is Thor's is the best dad in anime.
He is one of the best dads in anime.
Honestly, we might need to do like a Mount Rushmore episode, a
I mean,
bracket,
Mace Hughes
a
is sitting
tier
right there in
list.
front of our face.
But like Mace Hughes is now, mind you, I will say this. I will say the one thing I'll give Thor's over Mace. No, because I think. Ooh, now I'm questioning whether Thor's is better than Maze, because really, Maze. No, Maze still had some moments, and Thor's really didn't have a ton of moments. We do see flashbacks though.
Lloyd from
Lloyd is and I ain't even
Spy X
caught up,
Family.
and I didn't seen some moments with Lloyd. Lloyd is a top tier
great
dad,
dad.
bro. Lloyd is definitely a top tier dad. Who else is up there? Listen, never mind. I'm not gonna do
Piccolo.
that. I ain't gonna go there. That's why I just said I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
Piccolo's an amazing father.
Ichigo's dad is not a bad. Ichigo's dad, in my opinion, I forgot what my guy's name is, but he's a top tier dad, bro. He was waking that boy up, getting him ready for school, whatever else he had to do to work. Okay, when Ichigo was going through stuff, his dad was all whether he wanted his dad there, whether he was trying to get advice from his father was always there giving him advice, bro. And then when the boy figured out all his spiritual was needing to get himself back on track, when his powers wasn't working, his dad was there. That's all I'm saying. The dad, very few fathers are present like that in anime, and Ichigo's dad was there.
Has anybody ever said that he was like a bad father? Like, I mean,
No,
he
I'm
was
just saying,
he's a very present father. Just even like the backstory, when we finally got the backstory of what
saying,
happened
bro.
and how he was there for not only Ichigo,
That's
but
a
he
good
was also
man.
there for the mom.
That's a good man.
For his wife, his partner, his lover.
It's a good man.
He's a great father. Ishin is his name, by the way.
Ishin. Trying to think who else. Who was a good dad, bro?
Man, that is so.
I know people. I know Rob loved the dad from Food Wars. I don't know his name, and I ain't watched
Oh,
it.
I can't think of dude's name. Hold on.
Whitebeard. You gonna throw Whitebeard in there? That man got a whole family, whole bunch of
Yeah, no,
kiddos.
he's great. Jericho, I think his name, something like that. But yeah, no, Whitebeard also is up there. I mean, to the point where even he halted all of his escapades to pull up to save one individual in Marineford. I think that warrants you being a good father. But he also put the rest of his children in danger.
Yeah, but it's the fact
But it's the fact that you pulled up for that
look,
one.
you know what I'm saying? Lead the 99 and go get the one. You know
Go
what
get the
I'm saying?
one. Little prodigal son going on, but it's fine.
Literally, actually though, because that boy was tripping.
Little
What's
kid, he just missed.
okay? Do we consider?
What is that?
Okay, this is a little crazy. This is a little crazy take. And I'm not saying he better than Thor's at this point. Grisha Yeager. Is he a good dad?
No,
If we think about it,
no.
think about who was really in control, who did all that stuff.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he still put that needle in his
Right,
son.
but why? But why? But
It
why did
don't
he
matter.
put,
You
but
sure?
why?
No, it don't matter.
He didn't have a choice.
We're not finna sit here and say
He didn't
that.
have a
I mean, I
choice.
hear you. Not a good.
He didn't
dad.
have a choice.
I hear you. Not a good dad.
If you think about it, the bro was
I hear
Grisha
you.
literally took on all of Aaron's traumas and gave him what he thought
So
was
then, in
best.
this
He
case,
helped him
Aaron
out.
made him not a good dad. Not a good dad.
I mean, depending on how you look at it. In my opinion, it made him a good one. He was like, bro, I'll talk to you when we get back. And then, you know what I'm saying? Aaron, you made me do this. You'll understand soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you understand soon. Mm-hmm.
No, Thor's is definitely up there. I'd have to sort through a list and like compile a good list of good
He's
dads.
top 10. I'll even give
No,
him maybe
for
top
sure.
5.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at top 5 easily, for sure. For sure.
I mean, here's my, and maybe this is like, we know him to be a good dad. I just don't think we've seen like enough of his good dad moments, at least for
That's
me.
the thing. Yeah, and I think that's the thing with anime though, bro. Like, especially shonen anime. If you get a good dad, if you get a dad, period, because a lot of them dads is not there, right?
Yeah.
They're just either out the door or in the dirt. If you get a good father figure or even mother figure, they're very rarely in the show. They just are. Whether they're a lot like Ichigo's dad. Ichigo's dad is very rarely in the show. You know what I'm saying?
Number one, that.
So,
But two, for me, like I think sometimes we give good dad credits to like this is something that a dad should absolutely do.
no, for sure,
Like,
sure.
you should
Because we got so
absolutely
many bad dads.
and true, but you should absolutely want to protect your son from getting slaughtered. Like that should
for
that
sure.
like I don't think you get brownie points for doing that.
It's just how you execute though. You know what I'm saying? It's how you execute.
Yeah, sure.
I will say this: anime dads, even though a lot of them are crappy dads, are better than the ditzy, dumb, ignorant dads in cartoons, bro. I hate watching cartoons with the dads. Just like,
Really?
why are you here, bro? What are you?
Dexter's dad,
Dexter's dad, bro. All the dads, bro. All of them.
Raymundo from Rocket Power.
Right now, Raymundo, I like Raymundo.
That
Raymundo
man
was
was a weed head.
I mean, they all were. But that didn't make him a bad dad. Raymundo actually might be a solid dad. I have to go back and rewatch
Yeah,
that.
he was present. Because
Rocket
as a matter
Power.
of fact, I don't think did the mom pass.
Something happened to mom because the mom wasn't there.
Yeah, mom. Maybe he's a single dad and he was.
See, he's struggling, bro. He working, raising 3 kids or 2 kids.
Two.
Two kids.
Shout out to Wade Wilton. His anime hot take is anime was made famous from the long running shows. Shorter shows are primarily for quick notoriety. The authors are either afraid to commit to their series or they simply can't expound their story.
I'm not mad at this take at all. I think at least the beginning part of it, where he's talking about the anime was made famous from the longer running series. Like,
I mean, but that's all. I think
I can't. You tell me, P. But most of the shows that we grew up watching were longer running shows, right?
I mean, but like to that point, I don't think that's necessarily like a hot take. Like in not necessarily all of them. I just think the ones that are most famous are the
Are the
ones that
one, yeah,
were
the ones that
longer
carry
running.
out, yeah, the ones that even now, like My Hero. Now, mind you, I think My Hero took a minute to keep going. They had a little break in there or something like that. But like even My Hero is a longer running series, right? And it's one of the most popular ones. Like the short ones are good series, but they aren't what like they're not what holds the anime community together. They're not what keeps us watching. They're not what
I
keeps us
think I
around. You
think
know what
what's
I'm
getting
saying?
me is that for quick notoriety. Like I think sometimes a lot of short ones don't necessarily get, excuse me, like quick notoriety in my opinion. Like I look at something like, well,
Something like what?
I was going to say
It's,
Erased, but
uh, I think
because
that's
I
the
don't think
thing.
Erased got like the notoriety that like shorter anime get. Like let's take JJK. Like I guarantee you JJK may have one more season left in them.
If they got more than one more, they're tripping.
And so are we talking about like that being like that's what I see as like a shorter anime for like
Yeah.
quick notoriety. Like I
Yeah, I'm
don't
curious.
see
Yeah.
but even then, and I think it just goes back to attention spans, and we talked about this. I think it goes back to attention spans and like the newer age watchers. Like I just don't think that they can handle 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 episodes of one series.
I'm not even gonna lie though, because I mean, and maybe I'm actually start watching it now. But we talked about Gintama. We were talking about it, so I'm
I
playing
want to get
now.
into
I'm playing the
Gintama so
opposite
bad.
side. Gintama's like, dang, that's a long show,
360 plus
but it's only
episodes.
360 something. I was like, oh,
But you,
well,
but you,
well
but
maybe I
listen to
can pick that
yourself.
up though.
300. You're sitting there saying, "Oh, that's only 360." Put that in today's time. Nobody's touching
Oh no, for
Gintama.
sure. And I'm curious how much of Gintama is like a Naruto or a One Piece, right? Where it's filler or repeat frames, or the intro takes up the first 7, 8 minutes, like One Piece did for a while there. I will. The one thing though I do want to disagree with is that last part that they simply can't expand their story. I think some stories are meant to be short and sweet. Case in point, Takapi's Original Sin. That
Yeah,
mug was
100.
6 episodes. It didn't. I didn't fully agree with how it ended, like as far as like what they ended, but as far as length of time, as far
Yeah,
as length of story, great story. They
and honestly,
the pacing wasn't rushed until the last 10 minutes of the episode. The last 10 minutes of the series, the pacing of the series was great. There wasn't much else to tell,
and
right? So
honestly, if you can't expand your world or expand your story, then 9 times out of 10, you probably need to go ahead and cut it short because that's when we start getting these terrible,
no,
terrible endings or these terrible, terrible plot holes or these terrible, terrible inconsistencies when it comes to
case
storytelling and all of those things. So if you can expound, 9 times out of 10, it's probably meant to keep short. I
yeah.
think that's what happened with JJK. I'm not going to lie to you. I think we started to get a little too big for our britches, and I think we could have condensed this a lot sooner, a lot quicker.
We can't get into it because it'll be spoilers, but I'm curious where you feel like that could have ended or how that could have ended earlier. My one that I was thinking was Sword Art Online. Sword Art didn't have to keep going, bro. We're like 6, 7 seasons, different series
But
post
is
the
the
original
iteration?
story.
But is the see? And I think that's the difference. Is it the original story? Or are we getting different
This
stories from each
No, it's the same,
sword
but
art?
the same characters are still involved.
But
We just watched.
are we
We
getting
just
different stories though?
watched. I mean, yeah, but it's this. It's sure. We've moved on to a different story, but it's like we didn't like the story was over, bro. Just leave the story
See,
back there.
I
Be
don't
done.
mind stuff like that. I mind stuff like if you're going to do like a Naruto. Like
Yeah.
let's keep it short, simple to the point. Naruto could have ended a couple of places for me. And I think that because one, I think a lot of times we cash grab on a lot of things, and I think that's one of the biggest issues with us wanting to expound on a story when actually the story isn't there. But I think for Naruto, if you would have ended that for me, that would have probably been one of the better series in anime. I know people consider it like one of the better series, but for me, like I feel like again, if you can't expound upon your world, that's what I was saying. So for like Sword Art Online, it's different. It's a different iteration every time.
We created, but like we created more and more. Not, I'm sorry to cut you off. Like we created more and more worlds for them to go and explore. Like, bro, the world that the whole point of this show was life and death situation. Now we're just like La La
But
Land
I'm
over here.
fine with that. What I'm not fine with is
You
getting,
not fine with it because you
no,
think it
I'm just
sucks.
saying.
That
I mean,
shit
I
is
still don't
not.
like it, but I'm still fine with like that. I'm still fine with that premise. I guess like it's different for a Naruto. It's the same. It's the same anime. No reiteration. No divergence. No nothing. And it's you just trying to expound something that isn't
Okay,
there. If
I got something for
Naruto
you.
would have gotten, if we would have gotten different iterations, are you going to bring Boruto in it?
Yeah, I was gonna say feel about Boruto then. But I guess that's the same.
The manga smacks.
So you're cool with Boruto existing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And I think that's another thing, and that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. But I think the reason why people don't like Boruto is because they cannot separate Naruto from Boruto. They are two different stories. You gotta separate them.
It's hard. That's hard to do when you
It
have
is.
the exact same people in the show.
But you
And the
don't,
exact
because it's not
in the same
spotlighted.
in the same setting
But it's not
in the
spotlighted though.
same world.
You have like technology that is now
Right.
running muck. You
You
have
just
like a
added
main
you just
character.
added stuff.
You have, it's not necessarily added stuff. Like they have different premises, including Boruto has a different plot, has different things that he wants to do aside from his dad.
Yeah, no,
Doesn't
for
want to
sure.
like it's a whole different thing. And I just don't think we can separate the two because we hold so fond of Naruto that we cannot separate the fact that Boruto is its own thing.
Yeah. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I believe we talked about this next one before, but I can't remember where our conversation went with one of our live streams. But shout out to Marco for this one. After One Piece ends, shonen anime and manga will experience a big fall off. There will still be good shonen animes, just not as successful as One Piece.
Yes, we talked about this
Who we
with
talked about this with?
what's my boy name? Inferno J.
Corey? Oh, Inferno?
Yeah, we talked about this with Inferno
It might be
because that was
Inferno.
his hot take.
Ah, that's what it was. You're right. You're right. I don't disagree with this. I think we're waiting for the next long running
And we
shonen
won't get it.
series that carries us like this. Now, it doesn't need to be 1,000 episodes. I'm not saying we need another 1,100, 1,300 chapter manga with the, same amount of episodes. Like we don't need that. We don't need the length of One Piece. However, we need something with the same amount of world building depth, character depth. Trying to make sure I pronounce my THs there. We need someone that offers the same amount of, I guess, something that expounds the world the way that One Piece does, and not
We
only
won't
makes
get it.
it not only makes the world large, but also gives the detail that we all want in it. It's not just, oh yeah, this kingdom over here and this kingdom over there, and then way over there this is like no, like let's make everything
We won't get it.
connect in a unique way. Let's make the power system connect to the world in a unique way. Let's make the characters fit into that power system in a unique way. Let's have the different levels and tiers to this power system where things cancel out or they don't cancel out in a unique way. We need something else like that. And
So
you're right. I don't know if we'll get that.
no,
I
no, no.
don't.
It's not. I don't know. We won't get that, and here's why we won't get that. Is because again, and I will continue to say, attention spans when it comes to anime are incredibly short. I look at My Hero, which I just looked up. My Hero started in 2016, and in 2016 from now, 170 episodes
That's
is
it?
all we got.
That's it?
So when I tell you we will not see another One Piece, I don't think in our lifetime.
That's
We won't
it?
see yes, we won't see another Naruto who has over 700 episodes. We won't get another Bleach who has over 300, 400 episodes. We won't see that anymore. I think that the industry has realized that if we can continue just to pump out to the masses, something will eventually stick to the wall, but we won't get our knight in shining armors when it comes to the big three, or even when it comes to something like Fairy Tail, who also has like quite a few episodes. We won't get that anymore. I just think that it is a wrap for long running anime. We won't
trying
get
to
it.
think
And
if there's
to that point, after One Piece ends, there will be nothing else that will fill that void. I think One Piece has done an amazing job with not only character building but world development, making sure that every rock is unturned, making sure that everything is touched,
Oh,
making sure.
he better overturn every rock too.
I
Overturn
mean,
every
he
rock.
he has done. In Oda we trust. I don't think he has not led us astray yet. I don't think he will.
Yeah,
But
keyword yet.
I don't think. No, not I don't think. I know we will not get an anime like One Piece again. And after One Piece ends, there will be nothing to fill that void. That's it. That's a done deal.
Trying to look at the things that I read because I was thinking there was a series. I'm like, bro, if this got an anime,
So let me tell
it
you,
would take
there's
forever.
one Tower of God would take quite a long time.
No,
But
so we don't need that.
but not only that, but you see, even with that being said, like there's a lot of chapters of Tower of God, but you see, and even God of High School, but you see how much they slice when it comes to anime. Like they will cut and dice a lot of that stuff to make it short form, to make it digestible for people to watch. So even if it's long, studios are going to cut that in half
Yeah,
just so that it's digestible.
a series that I could say that I was thinking about. It's called Marshall Peak. Okay, it now mind you, some of these chapters are hella short, so they can. So let's say for every two chapters really should be one chapter. Let's just combine it in half, right?
Yeah, so we'll,
Marshall Peak has 3,918 chapters. So cut that in half. Give us our 1,400 and what 59, right?
okay, so my only thing about that is one,
It would
is
give
it
us
good? But
no. It's
two,
good.
is it good enough to like
P
fill
P
those
P.
shoes?
Is it good? Is it good? It has 3,918 chapters and
I
it's
mean,
still ongoing.
there's a lot of things that are
Bro,
ongoing still that have a lot.
I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know right now. It's good. It's good.
Is
I've
it One
enjoyed
Piece
it.
good?
I've enjoyed it. I haven't read that much of it, but what I did read, I enjoyed it.
How much have you read?
It's a different type of thing. It's like 100 chapters. It's not a One Piece type story. So I will say that the world does expound. I think when you get it's a Muram manga, right? Or yeah, it's a Muram manga. So when you get into these Murams, they get kind of convoluted with their power system. And how things stack and the levels and all this other stuff and explanation of stuff. So it's a solo leveling to the max kind of series, right? Like expound the world of solo leveling and we're bringing all the different nations and everybody's boxing everybody and there's bad guys, all this other stuff that happens. Like that's what the Muram kind of series are. But this one again, 3,918 chapters. Again, cut that in half to the 1,559, whatever it is, or 1,459. Like that could. And again, I'm not saying it's good enough story wise to
And that's
carry
the
because
thing. Like I
I
get the
haven't read.
length,
But
but just
give
going
me
off the hot take, like,
give me something, bro.
will it be good enough or as successful
Give me
as a
something,
One Piece?
dog.
And but to One Piece's point, playing devil's advocate, One Piece has been here for 25 plus years. Like it has made quite a name for itself. So that means like even with something like this, you would have to give it quite a bit of time before we can truly say whether it's One Piece worthy or not.
Hold on, tell me why Ippo got 1,502 chapters right now.
Yeah, I don't think did the anime ever finish for that?
No, bro, no, and the manga's
Yeah,
still going.
yeah we'll never we won't get that either.
The manga's still going.
They might come back in and resurface that. But yeah, One Piece has made a name for itself. So I think that
Yeah,
whatever
no,
if,
we're
if
not
there
gonna get
is
into that.
quite if there is a anime that can be long running, y'all got to give it some time for it to build a name for itself because One Piece has had that shot ever since 1999. So even then, it's going to take some time. If we ever was to find one, it's still going to take some time for it to get the notoriety that One Piece has. Next hot take. Shout out to Claptrap Ninja. It reads, Thorfinn is the best written character in modern fiction.
Chill,
Best
chill,
written?
chill. And the thing is, he said modern fiction. He didn't just limit it to anime. I feel like and I don't now mind you. So my knowledge is limited because I don't watch a lot of shows outside of anime and cartoons right now. That's just what my life consists of. Okay. I just think that's an extremely strong take to have. Whether I can give you a bunch of other people over him or not, That's an extremely strong take to have, which is, I guess this is hot takes, but that's like, you just said, send it, screw it, send
Listen,
it.
listen.
Go ahead, P. P got some people.
I mean, I'm just thinking of one in particular right now, which I don't know if people watch or not, but BoJack the Horseman. Shout out to you, Vonnie, for putting me on BoJack.
You talking about the cartoon, the horse
Yes,
dude?
yes.
I ain't even watched it,
When
but
I
come
tell
on,
you,
bro.
has one of the best character developments that you will ever five seasons of him being a drug addict of a person to getting sober to
Yeah,
finding
no, I'm
himself
good.
to like finding like his purpose and what he's put on this earth to do. Absolutely amazing. Like again, it's funny, it's hilarious, but when I tell you like character development wise, is there. Also, we're looking. I'm just saying you gotta check it out. You don't know,
I would have to watch it, I guess. I would have
um,
to watch it.
bruh. And here's the thing for me. I haven't seen season two
Yeah, I've read enough of it.
of Thorfinn. But for me, the first season he really just comes off as a whiny brat to me. I heard the second season he
He's
gets
a
a
whole different
lot
dude.
better.
He's a whole different individual.
So
There's
which
two
again,
different
character
characters.
development. I love the
Yeah.
character development for him. But like Joe said, to say in modern fiction,
I mean,
that's
we got.
rough.
Now, mind you, it's in a completely different direction. But we got Aaron Yeager, who, honestly, as a character, develops and changes a lot. Now, you know what? I still take Thorfinn over Aaron. I don't know why I said that. I take Thorfinn over Aaron. I
I'm
put that
not
out
mad at
there.
that though. Look, let me tell you something. We sleep on this guy here. Great character development, especially in the last few episodes. Now he still stayed dastardly throughout, but when I tell you we we got more and more of his backstory and what happened. Yes, you ain't been there, Joe.
I have. I've read it, P. I've been there before everybody else was there.
Yo!
Stop it. Stop it. Don't do that.
When it comes to backstory, when it
Okay,
comes
right, but
to
we're talking
character
about
development,
best written character.
I mean,
He's in contention for best written character,
yo!
Terrell. He's in contention for best written
I'm
character.
saying best. I'm saying best. Who else we got?
Oh, you got my boy Roy Mustang.
Oh yeah, Roy's best written.
Roy is one of the best written in that
Oh,
series.
he just had a great moment.
You clearly did not watch the entire show.
I
You
did.
talk so just a great moment.
He had a good moment.
You're limiting Roy to one moment.
Two
Terrell.
moments.
You
Harry Potter also might have like I
the
also
fact
like.
hold on, bro. The fact that you just limited Roy Mustang to two moments.
He's a great character. One of the best though.
In that show, he is the best written character in that show. Who was a better written character in that show?
You don't think Edward is a better written character
No.
than he is?
No. Roy's a better character than Edward.
Oh,
Period.
see,
And I
yeah,
love Ed.
wouldn't,
I love Ed.
I wouldn't say that.
Why? Why is Ed a better written character than Roy?
First of all, for me, I like his overall, like his growth from where he was to where he started. Like I see Roy for me, like still being like kind of that same guy. I get that one of the homunculus like set him off to where like we got to see a whole different side of him and we got to see like him not be so level-headed anymore, and from him to go from level-headed to like now this angry type of guy. I think it's great. I just don't like, I think there was just a switch. I didn't see any like overarching
We get
development.
Roy, who is this military dog in this Ishvalan war, who out here murked everybody, murked a whole bunch of folks, to the point where he said, F this. I am no longer being a dog. I am going to take over this military. I will be the Führer. I will lead this country in a way that needs to be led. Seeing him scheme and plot his way up. Yes, being very level-headed, but also being very
Meticulous, yeah, sure.
There's an aspect of comedy relief in him. There's an aspect of meticulous. There's an aspect of him and him just letting free. There's you can't really call it romantic, but if we want to call it romantic with
you can't call that romantic. If
we want to call it romantic with Aaron and Mikasa, then Riza and Roy have way more going for them than Aaron and Mikasa ever did.
Say that for me,
you could disagree. That's fine.
I do.
We have him, yes, experiencing the loss of his closest friend. We have him doing the greatest fake outs of all time to the point where he faked out everybody, not just the enemy, but his close friends. We have him, then, yes, going on a complete and utter rage out moment.
Right, that's the part that we get to twice.
And I love it. And
right,
it's great.
And I think that's the moment, though.
And then
that's the moment.
But there's more. But you negate everything else up to that point. Then
no, because I think I think all of that is in his character. Like I think that is in his character.
After that point, this man goes blind, and at the end of the story, finds peace in it all. He just finds peace. He's like, I'm done. And finds peace. He set out to do this goal, which he thought was going to fix him and fix the country and save everything. And at the end of the day, he doesn't do none of that, and he finds peace. And this man loses his eyesight and is blind and is.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Sorry.
I hear you. Maybe I'll go back and watch. It's been a long time, but I hear you.
You should. It's a great show.
But so far, I mean, I didn't never say it was bad. I just think that there are better characters than he is. Greed, for instance. Who? Better character. Greed.
Who?
Greed.
Who?
Okay, so we're okay. Next.
Better.
I think so.
Greed's a great character. A great character. Screw Greed, but also it's a character you love to hate.
But also the way that he morphs also in the end to find like his purpose, but also like reconciling within himself. I like Greed better. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have great character development. I'm not saying that at all. I just think there are better characters in his series than him.
Okay. I'll stand 10 tones down every day. Anyone can argue me. Roy's the best character in Full Malcolm's Brotherhood. I love Ed. I love Alphonse. I love Riza. I love Winry. I love, is it Aruma? What's her name? The teacher. So many. I like Greed. I like Fear King Bradley.
I like Fury. That's probably my favorite character.
Roy is barking them all, and it comes to best character.
I don't know about that.
But anyway, we got off track. Ooh, Walter White.
I have no idea who that is.
Dang, Breaking Bad.
Oh. I mean, James Bond, Harry Potter, Sherlock Holmes, Percy Jackson, which is also pretty good.
Freeran,
yeah. That's just rough, man. Jack Sparrow, Indiana Jones, Hercules. I mean, I think you had a better shot if you were to say just in anime in general.
Yeah, I think that would have helped your case for sure.
But even in anime, I think that's still Forrest Gump, bruh.
Oh, what about our guy? Now, you tell me. Shinji from Evangelion. Everybody say he's a great character, great written character.
I mean, he gets there. Like, everybody always harps on the, like, get in the machine. But, like, yeah, he gets there. Like, he does develop from, like, a little whiny kid to somebody who ends up being that guy.
Okay, you know who I really like? And I didn't always like Bakugo. Bakugo's got a great written character.
Same. I didn't like Bakugo either. I hated the fact that he treated Deku, but like by the end of the series, it's like one of my favorite characters.
Love that boy. I rock with Bakugo any day.
Or Blue Lock. What's my boy's name? Isagi. Like,
I might give Thorfinn over Asagi.
I might give Asagi, but again, I don't know Thorfinn's true whole story, so like I can't say.
Yeah. This next hot take, I feel, depending on where you're at, could be somewhat controversial. Obviously, if you're here watching, it's not controversial for you. But there are some people out there that would be like, hell no. So, excuse my language. But shout out to Dark Shadow. Anime and manga should be taught in school because it's one of the best forms of literature, in my opinion. Here's where we get
I'm
a
not
little
mad at that.
shaky.
I'm not mad.
Overall, I love this.
Depending
I,
upon what you're going to
yeah, I
teach.
think there's, and the reason I like even backtrack on my own stuff, hesitating on this, there are books, regular fiction novels, nonfiction novels out there that are inappropriate for some people to read. Are certain age levels, certain age limits, right? That's like, this is iffy, but it's been taught for so long. It's such a good story that we just, slide it under the rug. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Romeo and Juliet is wild.
Like, there's so much stuff like that, right? Why not manga? Because it's got pictures. But if we're talking, like he's saying, as far as like literature, as far as story, as far as showing how, even for those who are aspiring to be better writers, as far as developing characters, writing a story, writing a plot out, fleshing it out, world building, creator crafting. I'm throwing out random words here, but like manga and anime do a phenomenal job with stuff like that. Like if you want to show the creativity, the creative side of things, if you want to show how to expound on a world, not that some of these others don't do it, they do, but why not also manga? Why not also anime, right? Like, why not let that be a form? And hilarious, I think Amber in college had a project, and I think she had to study Hayao Miyazaki was part of her project. So we watched some Studio Ghibli films. It was great. I loved it. But I love this take.
Yeah, I agree on this take too. I think that there was a study that was shown that kids who read or watched anime became like not necessarily more aware, but they were more adapt to figuring out things like what's the
Problem
word?
solving, better problem solving.
Better problem solving, but there's another word that I'm looking for that is on like it's right here and I can't um I cannot pull it out my head. But I said it to say that yeah, I agree with this take. I think that if we start like these types of things sooner in school, as far as like anime and manga is concerned, I do think it teaches you analytical. Like it teaches you more analytical reading, analytical thinking. It gets your gears turning a lot more than what we read, like as far as like C Spot Run, like all of that stuff. There are even studies shown that like even in Japan, like they will actually start reading like manga at an early age, and those kids and it's been tracked that like as they read, like the kids that read anime or that watch anime read manga become more successful as far as like critically thinking, which that's the word too that I couldn't think
There you
of,
go.
but are more critical thinkers.
Yeah,
And so go
go
ahead.
ahead. My bad. No, go ahead. Finish.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just think like too, you get like yeah, okay. There are certain ones that are like, this is just a picture book and it's hands done. Like you don't need to have solo leveling in schools. Like it's not gonna teach you a ton, right? But you could have these better stories that have these well written, well crafted stories out there, and then you make reading fun for these kids, right? That's the goal. The goal is to make learning fun. Give them something that they want to learn from. Give them something that teaches them character development, life lessons, how to be a better
I
person.
was about to say, but to teach them right problem solving, how to
Yeah,
be a better person, how to like have good morals, and what good morals are
but
as compared as to
but
like what
there's
bad morals are.
yeah, and then
What
people,
is go ahead?
know what I'm saying? People would like counteract it, like, but there's so much bad stuff in it. Yeah, there's the same ish in
It's the
all the other
same in
things you're
all
reading.
other literature.
Every other form of media and literature is showing the same issue. Now, if your kids is watching the news, what you talking about?
Bro, I watch the news every night. And let me tell you something, ain't nothing good on news.
Ain't nothing good on the news. Not one dang thing good on the news. So,
I'm
like,
just more on the point to where like it helps you critically think and to critically solve. Like a lot of the scenarios that happen in anime and happen in manga, we don't necessarily see that. We see that in literature, but like when it comes to like at an early age, like again, I started watching anime geez, 9, 10 years old. Again, I will always say my first anime ever was Ronin Warriors. But again, just watching like Naruto, it teaches you like morals. It teaches you like even if there is a bad guy, like there could be a bad guy who still wants to do good things, but just does them like
Yeah.
not in necessarily like a great way. It teaches you how to comprehend life a lot better than some of the other literature that we read. And I don't I like the take. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I do like the take.
Shout out to Tony Weaver, who's trying to put manga in schools, and
He
specifically his
is.
own manga. Shout out to Weirdo. If you haven't
Oh
checked out
man.
Weirdo, check it out. Actually, Pete, I have it.
I Oh, that's right. You
I have
do.
it because I was supposed
Yeah.
to send it to you.
Yeah.
It's actually sitting right over here. I grabbed it,
Yeah.
but it's in a box. Shout out to Tony Weaver and manga. His manga Weirdo. He talks about his journey, his life of being bullied and experiencing that, and embracing the weirdo in you, because we're all weird. We all have our own differences. We all have our own unique traits, characteristics, abilities, talents, gifts, whatever it is. None of us are the same. We're all weird in our own unique way, and being weird is not bad. Honestly, being weird is what sets you apart and
It's
makes
your
you you
superpower.
and makes you great.
It's your
Like,
superpower. 100%.
your boy is weird as hell. My wife is more and more. Side note: my wife the other day was like, I feel like I got bamboozled a little bit in how much, because we were doing our live. She's like, "You're such a nerd. You're so
My
weird." And I was
wife
like,
did the
I'm
same
like,
thing.
babe, you knew this when we were dating. She's like, yeah, but nah, because like, yeah, every now and then you'd watch it, but you weren't talking about this around me the way you're talking about
Yeah,
it
that's
now. And
how.
I was
Yeah,
like, okay, but were we gonna have a conversation about it? This is just
that's
me.
what.
I'm just an adult with a camera and a computer now that can talk
Yeah,
about whenever
I
I
was about to say
want.
I'm a big kid who has grown people money now. Like that's just what it is. I can finally like live out the dream that I've always wanted to do.
What are we
Like
talking about?
put stuff on the wall that like I've always wanted to do this type of stuff when I was a kid, but like I didn't have the money. My mom didn't have the money, but now that I have like money, I'm a big kid that got grown money. That's just what it is. But yeah, my wife also like said at the same time. She's like, I don't ever remember you being like this. I was like, it's
Heavy,
always been there. It's always
heavy.
been
It's all I watched. That's
Bro,
all I
it's so
did.
bad. Like, and we were talking like with Corey to where it's like now I watch so much anime to where, or when I can, like I need a palate cleanser now.
I don't watch enough, so I don't need no palate cleanser. My palate cleanser is not watching it enough.
Like
So,
that's why when Corey like recommends like some
yeah.
type of,
Well,
I mean,
I watch some.
I watch some brain
The thing
rot.
is, I probably watch more of my wife's shows than I watch of anime.
Oh,
So,
same.
because
My
every
wife put
every
me on
night
this show
before
called
we,
Esda.
yeah, every day
Lovely.
before we go to bed, we watching her shows because she's not trying to hear all the. I'm like, that's first of all, you can't be talking like that. That's mean. But I don't be talking about your shows like that. Don't be talking about my
That's
shows
what
like
I
that.
said the same thing. Like, bro, like let me enjoy.
Yeah,
You want to watch your brain rot? And let me
right.
watch what's good over here.
Let's watch some strangers who ain't never met. Tell them they're gonna get married. Come on, bro.
Oh, she
Anyway,
watches that.
bro,
Love is Blind.
stupid,
Love is
stupid.
Blind is brain rot. It's not as brain rotty as Love Island, but it is
Yeah,
brain
that we
rot.
will not be watching.
Oh,
But
if we get super chats, come on, you guys, super chats. Let's do this next season.
sub goal.
Sub gold. Yo, by the way, if you want us to read some of you guys' most hottest of topics, please, 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 please make sure you join the Discord. It's a great time there, and we will read and get to all of you guys' hot takes
Yeah.
eventually.
And if you want to partake in the lives too, like you want to help us,
Oh
we
yeah,
we ask our Discord community a lot. We put a lot on their
we
shoulders.
do.
We want to make sure that they're happy with the content that they're getting and the support that they give us. So you want to be a part of that. Make sure you join the Discord.
All right, shout out to Sneaky Trades. Code Geass has one of the best endings in anime history.
Oh
No
Lord.
other anime has ever tied together everything in such a satisfying and
Oh
efficient way.
Lord. Nah. I ain't thrown up yet.
So let me
I was
tell
talking.
you.
We just talking about her bus is sick. You just made me
So
sick.
let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you how anticlimactic this ending was. I am so sorry. I'm not saying that it was one of the worst endings, but it definitely was not one of the best endings. For
Yeah,
me,
definitely.
I spotted this a mile away. I saw this. Like, I don't. for me, and again, this is like with fresh eyes, watching it for the first time. I saw this coming a mile away. How is this the best ending? I can't. It wasn't a good ending. It was very decent. And by very decent, I mean very mid. 5. It's a 5. It was an ending that everybody expected. We knew he was gonna die.
I give it a little bit higher than a 5, but I'm with P to the most part. And I will say this: I hate extra on Code Geass because of Rob and Blaze.
Yeah, Rob missed one for me.
But
Shout out to you, Rob and Blaze.
But yeah, in all honesty, this dude, if he didn't die, it would have been an issue for me. Like if he didn't, if he continued to be in this position of authority and have that power, where the entire show is the reason why they got into the message that they got into.
Anyway,
all the problems. I know. Let me not say all. Let me not use like definites. Extremes, right? A good chunk of the problems that he had to fix and face and take care of and caused for himself he caused himself, bro. He did it to himself, where he had his sister take her own life, right? Or murk all those people, and then had to take her life, and then took out old girl's dad, and like, bro, you did so much of this on your own,
and now you want to be the savior?
Like you're not the hero, bro. You're
here.
not. You don't get to call yourself the hero at the end of the day. You don't. You really don't. So yeah, you should be out because you did so much wrong. So much wrong.
Out of here.
Your sacrifice ain't really a sacrifice because you should have just been done anyway. Now, not to say that the other side was right either, because they weren't. They weren't, but you went about it the wrong way, brother.
Yeah.
The wrong way.
Yeah, you don't get to cause like the heartache and then be like, oh, but let me save the day now. You don't get to do that. You don't get to shoot somebody and then treat the wound. Like, no, you shot the person. You go to jail.
And then go back and forth with yourself like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. No, I'll keep doing it. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I got to stop. No, I'll keep doing it. Like, bro.
Either be about it or not, man.
Right. But also, the times that you decided you weren't going to be about it was because you messed up. You better go fix your mistake. You going to let somebody else clean it up? You done made it worse for the people you was trying to protect and save and help. You done made it worse.
And then now you want to be the martyr. You want to be the savior and be like, I died an honorable death. No, you don't get to play the hero.
Yeah. Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. You don't.
Not one of the best endings. I apologize. It ain't that.
Shout out again to Dark Shadow. Their hot take is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That should just be the end. That's the hot take. JoJo's is the hot take. It's not.
We like JoJo's.
Don't say we.
We over here at Life with Anime Podcast like JoJo's.
You're not even part of Life. You're part of Top.
Wow. So you're in on it too. That's wild. Wild.
If you've been around, you know. If you haven't, you'll learn.
I'm shocked that now I'm mad that Super Saiyan Joe died down.
No,
bring that back, you guys.
No, chill out. You were still involved with that nonsense, so you don't want that either. Anyway, back to the hot take. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is better than One Piece. This might cause a few sparks. Cause a few? Might? You're tripping. Even the dude that loves JoJo's or whatever direction he's in. Better than One Piece? Please. Terrell, I want you to put yourself in their shoes, okay? Because you love playing devil's advocate. You love the 70-30, right? So I want you truly to try your best to find in what aspect JoJo's is better than, besides pacing, in what aspect is JoJo's better than One Piece?
Okay, so there are a couple of things that I think that JoJo's
I hate that you just jumped right into this.
One, we're going to go with music. I think that music by far is better than One Piece. Okay. Say what you want. Every OP is better than you can put whatever you want to put against One Piece. I mean, whatever you want to put against JoJo's Bizarre. JoJo's Bizarre's OPs will smack every time. Number one. Number two, I think that their power system is a lot better. Not a lot better, but I think their power system is better than Devil Fruit's. in my opinion.
That's about the only thing I can give you.
Number 3, I think that the fights are a lot more unique than what we see in One Piece.
They be doing too much,
but it is a lot more unique,
but that don't,
especially when including with the stands, including with like even Dio versus Johto, like those fights.
They just be making stuff up, bro.
Even with the dude, like them playing the card game in part 3, like those are absolutely phenomenal and unique battles that we don't necessarily see in One Piece.
I'll give you that.
You told me that I named you 3. I named you 3 now.
They just be making ish up, bro.
Now, with that being said, this hot take is extremely hot. This is wild.
House on fire, bro.
One Piece is my number 3 anime of all time, so I can't. And JoJo's is my number 7.
Too high. It's too high. Wherever it is, it's too high.
But yeah, this is wild.
The one thing I was going to give you, again, the pacing, whatever. The music, I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that because it's like that's not. It depends on how you look at it. I don't watch the intros or endings, so for me, it's
I'm talking about OSTs. I'm talking about sound effects. I think they do a better job.
JoJo's. There are so many times, and P brought up the fights, bro. There are so many times where we just making up abilities now, bro. We like, and does it fit somewhat in the realm of that character's or that stand's ability? Why are you thinking that they're just making up? Bro, we had this conversation before and I never went back, bro. I'm going to go back and rewatch JoJo's and I'm going to make a clip of them just literally making ish up, bro. They just make stuff up. Oh, such and such. Well, this power.
But that's all of a sudden,
this what charm?
That's part of the charm in JoJo's.
All of a sudden, the stand.
Oh my God, he can't do that. Did you see the stand just run around in a circle cause a hurricane?
Since when did he do that? Yeah. And why don't he ever do it again?
It's part of the charm of the show.
I like it. He do that?
I like it.
And why don't he ever do it again?
I like it.
That's like, I mean,
there are power inconsistencies in One Piece as well.
Yeah, we talked about law. Law pissing me off. We talked about hockey though, being involved with that as well.
I mean, even with like people like with Magellan and like people who like, well, we don't hear from them anymore. But like, there's some like inconsistencies to where like, can these people who, or even if we're thinking about like scratch that, even if we're thinking about like hockey and how inconsistent like hockey was at some point in time, because I don't think Oda necessarily wrote it in for it to be
this conversation.
We did, and I still will stand 10 toes down on that.
Yeah, I'm against you on this one.
I will stand 10 toes down on that.
We had this one. Shout out to the boys. Was it
Jared and Rod? No, this is Jared and Rob.
Jared and Rob.
Because we was talking about why did they bite off the arm, and it was for the embetterment of the
future generation.
Yeah,
like that boy. If that boy had hockey, he should have.
And then bit off his strong head. Get out of here, man. Shanks went about it. I think Oda kind of wrote himself.
I think he was always there. But anyway, there's. I don't even think this is a fight, bro. I don't even think this is a conversation, really.
I mean, I try my best to be above. It's hard.
Above One Piece, like characters, no. World building, no.
Yeah, I couldn't touch characters. Like I wouldn't dare touch characters.
Power system, absolutely. I'll give you power system all day. To me, JoJo's is the second best power system of all time. Right behind Nen. I love the stance. I think it's unique, and I think it's the most creative,
not convoluted.
But it does, though. That's the thing. It does, because like I said in the fights, they're just making ish up.
Don't be making stuff up, man.
You making it up. We started with Hamon, and now we got stands, and then Hamon come back all of a sudden.
Come on,
I don't even know what Hamon is.
That's just like hockey and devil fruits.
No, it's not. Hamon don't even play no part no more. But that's neither here nor there, bro. Yeah, it's just hot. That's hot. You're right. That lit the fire. That wasn't no sparks. You literally stood over, poured some gasoline, and then threw the match on the fire.
Shout out to Chris for this hot take. The new hype that anime has will ruin anime. Too much to keep up with. Too many sites. Too many movies. And too many people focused on just the money. Just a fight of who can catch fight of who can catch more viewers. Not all has been bad, but it will be.
I'm not
mad at this.
This take at all. I think, and this is
shout out to you new anime watchers.
Yeah, I think this is the conversation that P brought up, you and Corey brought up, talking about you're pro gatekeeping. Um, I'm
Sometimes
not.
gatekeeping is a good thing.
I'm not a. I will say I'm not a gatekeeper. Every time someone asks me what I'm watching or new shows or the best my favorite shows, I give them everything I got. But I do see what they're talking about as far as like this, the overpopularity of anime, which we wanted. So I'll say this: we wanted it. We brought it upon ourselves, right? We
Who said we
wanted.
wanted it?
We maybe not to this extent, but we all wanted anime to be more popular. We wanted more people to know about anime. We wanted anime not to be looked down upon or seen as weird or funny, which it still is. More people
I
watch
don't
it, but
even
people still.
know if it's still weird like that, to be honest with you.
It's not as weird as it was.
I think like two things. One, the oversaturation has completely, I don't want to say like has ruined it, because I think that that's too heavy to say.
Yeah.
But one, the oversaturation has really changed the landscape of how anime is viewed, number one. But two, the popularity in which it has like legit grown from to the point like we have famous people out here cosplaying, out here like doing anime recommendations. Like it has
All the
blown
major
up,
sports leagues are partnering with One
like
Piece or
legit. The
Naruto.
NBA, and like it has really, like, people are getting shirts. I was so peeved because like people are getting them Luffy shirts from the NBA, and I was
The
like,
over
y'all
the overtime.
don't even know. Y'all
Yeah,
just getting shirts and y'all don't even know what this is.
you don't even appreciate
You don't
what
appreciate.
this shirt is.
And so I think sometimes like gatekeeping is, yes, I know we all joke about gatekeeping, like low key, high key, but huh, like I think sometimes it's, I don't want to say to keep people out, but like for me, it's not necessarily to keep it out, but if you're going to come into this art form, I think you need to have an appreciation, not for what you are just currently watching, the new gen that you're currently watching, but have an overall
Uh,
appreciation for everything that's out there within reason, within reason.
I'm about to say because
Because
now we diving into some
there are
stuff.
some things that I think shouldn't be made at all when it comes to anime.
Yeah, I think
But I
the
think within reason, like there should be a. I see people again, like we talk about how great JJK is, but we'll crap on Bleach, or we'll crap on Dragon Ball Z. Like I just want, like I think that it has gotten so oversaturated, and nobody goes back and like
you
sees
don't have
where
time
this art form has come from, and to the point, right? Because it
and
is
there's no
so
need.
oversaturated. But and I think I have a big issue with that. Like I think that's just like the artsy guy in me, because I think that one, like these types of things should be honored. But two, like even when it comes to like music, I have a respect for all music. I listen to all music, whether it's classical, whether it's bluegrass, whether it's country, whether it's rap, whether it's R&B, whether it's Afro beats. Like I
Oh yeah,
listen
we know about the
to
Afro beats.
great time. I
Can't lie.
listen to it all. I have a mutual respect because like I get not only where music came from, but how far and how fast music has progressed. And I
Yeah,
think we don't have a lot of that in the anime community. We just like are here with the new gen, bump everything else that you watch sucks. And it's like, but y'all weren't in the trenches when we were watching all this.
but they don't have that. And so this is the part that's like I'm trying to be you now, right? I'll go to the other side.
So
They don't
70-30.
have to be. There's no need for them to be because there's like it. Either one's gonna get remade, or two, it clearly don't matter anymore because this no one's talk now. Mind you, we're still talking about some of them, but a lot of the ones like no one's talking about the Samurai Champloo's. No one's talking about Sao really like that. No one's talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. No one's talking about Full Metal Alchemist gets brought up because of the whole free run thing. But like a lot of these classic shows aren't talked about anymore because they don't in what people are wanting and looking for now. They don't hold up in certain aspects. I think they hold up in a lot other aspects that they should still be considered, but in a lot of ways they don't hold up. But I think the popularity is a cause for the oversaturation because now it's like as long as we can give them this, that's all they care about, and people are gonna watch it. So the popularity has stirred on. Like we don't have to create these One Pieces like we are talking about before. We don't need another One Piece. We just need a bunch of solo
And
levelings,
I think but
and
that is
that
what
is the
hurts my
issue.
feelings
I
because
do
for
think it's an
everybody
issue.
else that loves like good storytelling and loves like a not necessarily a slower paced show, but like a build up to some of these
Yeah.
things, we will no longer get that. We will be
I Again, I don't think we'll get a One Piece, but I do think we'll still get those Freerun-esque shows
yeah
because,
that
but
comes
that's the
once in a
thing.
blue moon.
But that's what we're asking for. If you think about it, excuse me, because we're asking for you to take your time and create me a good story that's also beautifully written and animated well and has great characters and good plot and fleshed out. I don't want a solo leveling. So if I'm not getting a solo leveling, I have to get not solo leveling pacing as far as how the story
Right.
is given to me. Right. So I'm just saying we can't be upset that all these solo levelings are coming out. 10 solo levelings a year, but only one free run a year. Well, that's what we're used to. That's what we grew up with. So now we have to accept that we just getting our one and be happy with it. We can't be mad at these other 10. Now, mind you, I'm still mad,
To your point, but I think again, I
but
think that's and again, not to say necessarily gatekeeping is a good or bad thing, but I think that's what happens when everything becomes oversaturated. Like again, I love Afro beats, but I remember like back what 2018, 2019,
yeah,
2020, bro, when I tell you like Afro beats were like everybody and their mama was trying to hop on somebody's Afro beat. It's I mean, I get it. It's just the oversaturation that I have an issue with. Like I'm not
I'm with you.
necessarily say gatekeep for sure, but like dog, like
Yeah,
I'm okay with like if you're gonna give me quality, then give me quality, but don't keep it's almost like isekais. It's that same feel for me. Like y'all spit out 40 isekais like a year.
yeah,
And only out of the 40, maybe one is good.
yeah,
What's the
yeah.
point?
No, I'm with you. Again, I'm with you. I think the biggest issue comes when like Soul Loving versus Free Run. I hate to keep bringing those two anime up, like anime of the year, right? Where so many people appreciate, so many and I don't want to say it like this, but so many of the true fans. Again, I'm not hating on the newer fans, but so many of the true fans who have been here and know what a well written story anime is appreciate a free run. They like a solo. I like solo leveling. But I appreciate his free run way more. But not everyone that's now in anime is watching free run. So now we got all these other people who are part of the community that weren't here before. To where if free run came out a couple years ago before the Demon Slayer raid, like free run would have won anime of the year, right? But now we got all these new gen anime watchers who don't care so much for a free run because they came in with a Demon Slayer and they want more fireworks. So now fireworks are gonna win anime of the year,
But at least
unfortunately.
and again, I think Demon Slayer is a better written anime than Solo Leveling.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
And so I'm like
I'm just
sometimes
using
I'm
that because
so
that's what brought
no,
everybody
I get it,
in.
but to your point, like I'm flabbergasted that like we still will like vote for a Solo Leveling even though Demon Slayer has like a better story, a better plot, better characters.
I'm
And
picking
we
solo
still
over
like
Demon
did we
Slayer.
just like forget about did we forget about that as anime watchers and we just like ooh fight flashy flashy
No,
let's go there.
we didn't forget about it. The people who don't
No,
care
I'm talking
about it
about
are
like the
here.
new anime watchers, like
That's what I'm
the.
saying. I'm saying it's not that people forgot about it; they don't care about it.
But you cared
They,
about Demon Slayer, like again, like why? Like I would be
but
okay
Demon
if you
Slayer is not
wanted like
that. They didn't. No,
a
but
story like Demon Slayer. Like I would be okay with
shh,
that. But you
and
want
they
a story like
like
Solo
those,
Leveling?
and they like those, but they not here
Solo
for.
Leveling doesn't even have a story.
I'm choosing solo over Demon Slayer.
That's
So,
wild. That's hecka wild, and I think you know that.
and I think
I
that
think
is
you know
a
exactly. You stuttering. You know that's wild.
that's a great way to end this episode.
No, F that. I'm still here. In all honesty, you really think that Solo Leveling is better than Demon Slayer, like for real? Because I can pull back and say that I was just joking about greed and
No, now you want to pull back? Oh,
maybe
now you
not
want to pull back?
necessarily
Caught him. No, we
Edward,
caught him. Hey,
but
we caught him. We caught
I
him.
can pull
We
back.
got him. We got
That's
him.
fine.
Got him.
I was going to say that anyway before the episode ended. I already had it in my mind to say it.
I. We're talking about two communities that have elevated both shows to heights that they don't belong.
I think Demon Slayer belongs where it is.
I disagree, but that's fine. We will forever and always disagree on this. I, however, also having a solo leveling appreciation from my history of solo leveling. So on a personal level,
Yeah, take that out.
on a personal, but you're asking me personally. So sure, story wise, everything that we're looking for as far as a series being created, a story, yes, sure. Demon Slayer's got more. It ain't got a lot, but it's got more.
It's got way more.
It ain't got a lot,
It's
but it's
got way
got
more.
more.
You're wilding, but go ahead.
However, if you were like, you can only watch one show for the rest of your life,
I'm taking Demon Slayer all day, every day.
I'm taking solo leveling.
That's wild.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you
Demon
know.
Slayer has like way better
I
of a
got you.
story, way better of a
I got you.
character.
I just
Way.
agree with you on that. I agree with you. I'm taking
So
solo leveling with Demon Slayer.
you're the problem.
I'm
You're
not
the
the problem
problem.
because I'll take free run over both of them.
No, we're not
I'll
talking
take a
about free
I'll
right
take a
now.
full metal
No,
over all
you're
of them.
the, in
I'll
the
take a Hunter x
episode.
Hunter
You guys,
over
this
all
has
of
been
them.
great. In the episode, man. Is that our
Yo,
last one though, for real?
that is it. That's the last one. Yo, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. As you can see, the nonsense is still here. The nonsense is definitely still here. It will never, ever, ever go away. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here for our first episode of season 4. We were still going, assuming things are going the way they're supposed to be going, we will still be going live on Fridays on both YouTube and Twitch, and the occasional solo Twitch streams. Come check out the Discord to stay up to date on everything. We may just do random game nights as well in Discord, where we just play some Stumble Guys, some Among Us, whatever it is. So come join out
We
for the
should do
community
that
game
tonight.
nights. I was thinking about doing it tomorrow. Just
Joe,
randomly. I know
you be like,
listen, it just came to my mind because
okay, but
we'll
we
have the
got to start
conversation.
scheduling
Well,
stuff.
listen, it's because stuff in my life is not scheduled right now. Things are changing and evolving, so I'm changing and evolving with it.
I
So we
get
will
it, but
talk.
like, oh my
I got you. We
god,
will talk, and that's fine. We will talk. We will talk after this.
leave this in the episode too. Leave this
Don't yell.
in.
I know I am. Don't yell at me in front of in front of company. Okay, it's okay, guys. Mom and dad aren't fighting. All right. That's my boss, though.
Man, get out of here.
But please join the Discord. I promise you, you won't regret it. You won't regret
It's
it.
a good time. It's a
P, you got any words for the folks before we dip up out of here, man?
This was a great first episode. Mild, and I mean mild blow
This was
ups.
mild. This was a mild. This was mild.
This
I
wasn't
was
as
hoping for
bad.
more. I was hoping for more, but this was mild. I think too, just the sickness, the taking 3 weeks to get here. It's been a long day for P. We gonna be back
This was mild. Like nobody blew up. Nobody like
until the
blew
end
a
right there.
gasket.
We was trying to go out there a little bit, but that's about it. So
But
yeah.
it was mild. It was a good first episode though.
All
We
right.
back.
All right.
Also, I look swole right now. I'm just saying. That's why I've been
Big-
having my. That's why I had my arms crossed all day, all this time. But I look swole.
There you go. There you go, P.
No, just kidding.
But yeah, y'all, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all greatly. Hope y'all enjoy the season 4. Hope y'all enjoy the live streams. Hope to see y'all at Momo and Anime Expo. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.